Welcome everybody to IndyCar at Long Beach. Our second time doing a watch along for IndyCar. Our first time streaming on YouTube as well. If you're new here, I am a big IndyCar fan. I absolutely love this series, and Fox give us a broadcast to watch on YouTube. We get to see the first 10 laps pre-race and the first 10 laps on YouTube for free, and they then give us onboards and live timings to watch for free. So that's the plan for today. We're going to watch the pre-show. We're going to watch the first 10 laps. Then after the first 10 laps, I'll be switching over to Sky Sports, but I'll be keeping the onboards and the live timings on stream. So wherever you normally watch IndyCar, get the broadcast up, because after 10 laps, we'll have to switch to that. But we will have something to watch on stream. If you can't watch it with us, you'll have onboards, you'll have live timings. It's actually a really, really good broadcast that Fox give us. So let's enjoy the pre-race here. Long Beach looks packed.
Phenomenal finish, but now it turns to IndyCar, James. I think we're looking at the best Long Beach Grand Prix we've ever seen on the racetrack today. It is so competitive.
Well, I mean, first
all right, guys, I need to run down to the championship. How did the previous races go?
Big fans of this race weekend for a long time.
Because I didn't get to watch the last 4 races, unfortunately.
Fun event after the 8500 longest running race that we got.
Busy with F1.
And this is the race that drivers really want to win.
It most certainly is, and to win, you want to be starting from the pole if you possibly can. This is our 5th different pole sitter in our 5th race.
Wow, Kyle Kirkwood's
leading. And what's more,
then Alex Palou P2, Lundgaard P3,
but
Lucas P4.
For pole position. We talk about the Ganassis, the Penske's.
What the fuck happened in the last 3 races for these 2 to be here? These 3 to be here.
And yet, it's Felix Rosenqvist.
Damn, Kyle Kirkwood's locked in.
Really is.
Okay.
Michael Shank Racing, Meyer Shank, led by Michael Shank. They just
Fast forward. Oh, this is the championship. Okay, so Penske P1, Ganassi P2, Andretti P3.
It's going to be a tall
task.
task.
And then look on the other side of things, you got a couple drivers that are underperforming on Saturday, but we know they've got the pace first and foremost.
This will be your first time watching IndyCar.
13th,
You're in for a treat.
not to qualify higher up, teammate on pole. Then you've got Joseph Newgarden again. Both the other Penske's made it out of Q1. That guy knows how to win here. He's going to be looking to move forward. And then how much do we talk about Andretti Global on these street courses? Both of them outside of Marcus Ericsson. Further up the grid, Ericsson down in 15. He's desperately going to want to lay some moves down early and go try to catch his teammate.
I need to watch the highlights in the previous races. I just didn't have time today.
Marcus Ericsson hadn't started off the front row of the grid for a street race, including taking
Iceman,
his first ever IndyCar pole position
Idol,
on the streets
Rare Nye. I think he has some followers.
Guys, we haven't even spoken.
I think this championship. So Kyle Kirkwood P1, Palou P2, Lundgaard P3, Malukas P4. Where did Lundgaard and Malukas come from, by the way?
There isn't a single type of race circuit that he enjoys
Street
more
Force
than being
King.
on the streets. Yes,
5 of 6
win
career
on
wins
ovals,
on
but
street
it's the
courses.
Streets where he truly comes alive. You just take a look at
And he's
those
on pole again
statistics.
today, right?
Absolutely incredible. You wouldn't want to bet.
This is live right now, my
against him
dude.
Today, starting from the second row of the grid, and twice in the last 3 years, he has won here on the streets of Long Beach, and he is standing by with our very own Georgia Hennebury.
And you are so right about that, Will. Someone who knows how to win right here on the streets of Long Beach, that is Kyle Kirkwood. Now, you faced a little bit of adversity today, changed to hybrid in the 27 car. Any concerns, and how do you repeat those wins here at Long Beach?
No concerns, to be honest, because everything's new. We know they work well when they're new, so no concerns about the car and its integrity, but nonetheless, we always have fast race cars around here, so we're just going to focus on what we need to do, and that's go and try and win another Long Beach. You know, that's what we're here to do. That's what we have to do to probably
twice
contend
before.
for this championship,
Okay.
as we know. Palou, he's right there. He's starting alongside me, and you know, Felix and Pato are going to be tough guys to beat, no doubt about it. It's pretty cool how many teams are up here in the front of the grid, so we're excited for this one.
That championship gap, just
Indy
2
500
points. Good luck,
next
Kyle.
month, I believe.
Georgia,
What's up,
I'm
Dad?
somewhere in a
This will
sea
be your
of
first time watching
humanity
IndyCar?
because Pato Award always knows how to draw a crowd. This has not been one of your stronger tracks. What have you found that puts you in position to win today at Long Beach?
We've come with a completely different car. The team has delivered, and obviously as soon as I felt it in practice one, I said we've got something to work with this weekend. So it's been good to be able to execute. It's been good to be able to.
Any favorite drivers you like? This man right here.
You know,
I love his energy. I love his personality. He's so chill. Such a nice guy. But he's also like funny,
and that
and
seemed to work out pretty good for us. So we keep working on it.
he's just a cool dude.
We've got a pretty good view into turn 1.
From the front row, Pato Award is starting second. I think the toughest job today, though, might be
It's just a shame he races for
navigating
McLaren.
this packed grid. It's time to lead off with Jack Harvey.
Thank you, Kevin. Like you said, this grid is absolutely packed. So I'm going to start off today.
But I also like Callum a lot. He follows me on Instagram. Got to support him. Got to support him. Obviously, the Kiwis.
You like this guy?
Scott Dixon, Marcus Armstrong, Will Power, the Aussie, Scott McLaughlin.
I love this guy. He's amazing.
There's so many Oceanians on the grid.
The energy is crazy.
I know my dad's favorite driver is Scott McLaughlin.
I
So
know he's going to win today. Yeah, he's going. We're going to do it big today.
Awesome. All right, buddy. Nice to see you.
he's won whenever you've attended. Dude, I could be here right now, IRL streaming.
We're on a roll. Actually, it seems like it parted.
Yeah, I was planning to go here at IRL stream here, but it just we weren't able to work it out in the end, unfortunately. Hopefully, we'll be at an IndyCar race soon.
Little Dave, Sideways Dave. But we decided maybe Zen Dave. I feel like you've handled this transition into Team Penske so well.
He's the American version of me?
Yoga. Is that real?
We're doing yoga, we're meditating. Man, listen, I'm calm, I'm happy. I think I'm just grateful, man, to be here. Team Penske, it's a dream come true.
What do you mean?
We've been on to a great start to the season, and this team is fantastic. But hey, man, I gotta say, I've been waiting here for a few minutes. You know, Mr. Hollywood over here is all late. You know, he's coming in late. But no, all jokes aside,
he definitely
lived
in a frat for sure.
And, see what we can do. We got the
He's
best
a frat,
fuel savers, the veterans of Dixon and Power right next to us. So see what they can do. If we're around them, that'll be a good race for us.
If you keep growing your hair out, might be Hollywood Dave. We'll see how that one goes. I'm kind of enjoying that nickname for him.
Is this
as
Barton
well.
Rundle right now?
This is a champion. He is the current reigning champion. Alex Palou. In Barber, we said we're going to play pickleball. You said you weren't nervous. We didn't make it happen, so I'm going to
see why is he in a black and white car right now?
Nervous to play pickleball with me.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah,
I thought he drove a yellow car.
I was busy and I got a little bit scared when I saw your skills on pickleball. But I'm gonna prepare and I'm gonna beat you.
All right, champ. Well, hey, have a great day today. Best of luck. They love to.
If you just tune on in, we will be able to watch the first 10 laps on the stream, so stick around. Then after 10 laps, it will switch to onboards and live timings only. So find your own broadcast, but if not, this would be a good place to watch regardless.
Your guy did awesome yesterday, qualified on the pole.
Yeah, man, it's good he's on the pole. We got the Green Day Idiot Nation radio station coming out tomorrow on Sirius XM, so this guy's gonna win it for us today.
Green Day drummer?
How are we feeling?
I feel good. I feel good.
Yeah,
it's pretty
Green Day.
under control so far. Trey's been doing a good job calming me down here, the nerves. So no, warm-up seemed solid.
This is the quickest
Every
grid walk
session,
ever. I
honestly,
literally
has
cannot
been
keep
solid,
up.
So kind of nail the basics and try to figure out the strategy here in the beginning. Seemed to be a bit of a mixed bag in warm-up, so I think that's going to be the key. We're starting on reds, 3 others up the front, and then it's a lot of black tires after there. So yeah, just have to crack that code, and I think we were good.
All right, buddy, best of luck. And this MSR team could in fact sweep this weekend here in Long Beach. Let's see how it goes.
Long Beach looks like such a vibe.
Way wide, giving Christian so much air.
Oh.
This is his best shot
okay.
right here, maybe.
I see.
Up over the crest.
So I think there's an ad playing right now, so they just cut to highlights from a previous race. Alright, cool. So I'm just getting acclimatized. Obviously, I'm new to IndyCar, so I'm trying to work out like how the timings work and how the broadcast works. So we've got 17 minutes until green flag. Cool. Sextus, Eric, Snacks. Thank you guys for the follows. But yeah, we watched the first race, St. Petersburg, on the stream. That was my first time doing a watch. I don't know if I call this a watch long or watch party. It's kind of a watch party because we're actually watching the footage. But then it kind of switches to a watch along after 10 laps. But then we still get onboards and live timing. So I'd say it's more a watch party than a watch along. Yeah, it was my first time. St. Petersburg was the first time, and then I wasn't able to watch the last 3 races because they clashed with F1, which sucked. But now here we are for Long Beach. We've got a few other races lined up this year to watch for IndyCar. Definitely Indy 500 we're going to watch, although it clashes with Canada, man. Wait, we just hit 46,000 followers on Twitch. Let's go. Thank you guys for that. 46K on the road to 50K. Hell yeah. But it's a much better run for Lundgaard over the hill and down into the braking zone. Can Rahal defend it this time? He cannot. Time to start the 47K goal. On the inside, Lundgaard takes second place from Graham Rahal, and a sturdy defense from the experienced driver ultimately comes. Watch on Sky Sports F1. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to that soon. If new fans start watching IndyCar, I think I'll become a fan of Maluka. I think all will become a fan of Malukas. Why? Because he's just like young and funny. He seems a little bit cocky, but I could be wrong. But he kind of comes across a little bit like ego. But is it like funny ego? Is it like Nico Rosberg ego? How is your stream ahead of mine? I don't understand. I did the fast forward trick.
Partial in this job, but there is a huge part of me that wants Graham Rahal.
The Indianapolis 500 never gets old.
It's our crown jewel. It's our champagne.
I want to set history. The only thing that matters at Indy is winning the race. You know, it's what dreams are made of.
Check his Insta, anything but cocky. Now, once you get to know him, you'll see he's a nice dude, right? Yeah.
300,000 people looking for you. They want to see you winning.
Pato recently said after driving the current F1 cars on the sim, he has no interest in driving them. Yeah.
There is nothing.
He's completely lost interest in F1 now.
Comes your way May 24th, live on Fox, the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500. And
Runa,
it will be the 40th anniversary of Bobby Rahal's victory at the track. An incredible race. An incredible memory for a man who now owns.
Wait, so is Graham Rahal Bobby Rahal's son? I assume.
And took a podium last time out in Barber, and James Hinchcliffe took a sit down with him.
To be a Rahal.
Good to see it. All right, well, let's talk about a solid start to the year. Let's talk about that solid race in Barber.
And Graham Rahal will return to the podium.
We had a great race. We'd been running strong. We put up the fight we could. I mean, as you know, sometimes you win a race or you finish on the podium. It's complete luck. You could have no pace all weekend and bam, you know, finish third. In this case, we were there every session all the way through. And that's what, you know, felt the best for us.
Absolute beauty of a performance.
To have the Rahal name back up on a podium, what does that kind of mean for you and for the family?
You know, it felt awesome. I do feel like as you get older, things do change. It means a lot to you, but it's more impactful to see what it means to others. I think it is a big part of my motivation and everything in life now. Surrounds my girls and trying to do a good job for them.
The checkered flag is for Bobby Rahal, who has won his first Indianapolis 500.
Big anniversary for the Rahal family at the 500.
Yeah, 40, right?
Does that weigh on you at all? Does that kind of sit with you at all?
Early on, I felt so much pressure. I've got to do, otherwise I'm going to be a failure. When you look at how many people have done it, there's not many. For my family, I'd love to win it, but for my dad, and I'd love to do it for him.
We're here at Long Beach. How do you feel coming into
this
this
dad
weekend?
or grandpa?
This is an
Bobby
important
Rahal.
weekend,
I assume his dad,
not
right?
because of what happened at Barber, but because of what happened at Arlington and St. Pete. I feel good. I feel like the team's in a great spot. Physically, I feel pretty good this year, and I love the group that I'm with. Like my teammates and all the guys I work with and gals. It's been awesome. So hopefully it can keep going.
And there he is. From up in the
9th
top
in Phoenix,
12
18th in
today,
Arlington,
a great
3rd in
qualifying run
Barber.
from Graham Rahal yesterday, hoping to return to the podium after that brilliant race in Barber. Last time we were racing in Barber, we sadly had to wave goodbye to George Barber, and as we arrive here in Long Beach, we are also remembering the recently passed Jim McKaylian, a man who was so instrumental in creating a race which is adored around the world. Today for his kids I just, having seen him say that and listened to
All right, guys, we've got 10 minutes till the green flag. Again, we're going to be able to watch this Fox broadcast for the first 10 laps, and then it's going to cut to onboards only. So if you want to watch the full race with us, find a broadcast to watch yourself. If you're in the UK, it's on Sky Sports. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with onboards and live timings on the stream. NLS today was so sick, dude. That first hour was so good. I can't wait to edit the short for it later.
Right on form. Graham really
See his trucks all the time. Is it my excuse to tell my mum to stay up all night? Yeah, I think this will end at like 1 a.m. Wait, how long is Long Beach usually?
A little bit of juice for that last run into turn 5. He's
How
just got to go
long
defensive here without
time
using push to
is
pass.
the
Lucas has so much to burn. I'm not sure he can even spend it all by the time we get to the checker. He
90 laps. How long is that?
This is all going to be about car placement. Graham's been doing this a long
Last
time.
year's race took
starts
only an hour.
No,
that's 1975.
Graham is trying everything.
Hour 45. Okay. Yeah, so it will be until about 1 a.m.
half of your screen. Graham Rahal has just 2 points.
What's up, Falcon? Good to see you again.
Miles to hang on to the podium. Malukas is hunting him down. Rahal will use
grind
all
on
of his
motorsports.
experience, all his know-how, make his car as wide as humanly possible. But with just 8 push-to-pass seconds remaining against 71 for David Malukas, does he have enough? Can he hang on? Graham.
It's the first time watching IndyCar. Well, I hope it's a good race for you. I love IndyCar so much. For people that don't know, I watched all the IndyCar highlights on stream from 2017 through to current season. I've watched a few Indy 500. I watched Indy 500 in full last year on stream. I've watched other Indy 500s off stream. But this is my first year like properly watching the championship, following along as the season goes on. Well, I'm saying that I haven't watched the last 3 races because I haven't been able to. Yeah, doing watch-alongs and stuff. I absolutely love IndyCar. Like, you know, I wish it was like my main series that I could watch on stream and make content about. Because I love the cars, I love the drivers, I love the tracks. It's such a good championship.
Graham Rahal is hanging on. Christian Lundgaard will come home second. And Graham Rahal will return to the podium.
Well done, dude. Way to hang in there.
We need the highlight stream. I did it a few years ago, but we watched 24 and 25 at the start of this year.
So happy, and you know, people are going to look.
I'm going to try watch the Indy 500, but it clashes with the Canadian Grand Prix, and obviously my priority is F1, so I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I'll have to look at the timings. I might have to skip F1 Academy to watch it, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. There's so many ads pre-race. Like the race starts in 10 minutes and we're on ads.
Than just
like,
an IndyCar race. We've had Stadium Super Trucks. We've had Formula Drift throughout the weekend. So much entertainment. Concerts as well. But now, let's take a look at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach starting grid.
Nolan Siegel, Palo Alto, California.
Stingray Rob, Payette, Idaho.
Romain Grosjean, Geneva, Switzerland.
Santina Ferrucci, Woodbury, Connecticut.
Germany. Kyle Collet, São Paulo, Brazil.
That is Kyle Collet.
Dennis Hauger, Irish Grove, Norway.
Alexander Rossi, Nevada City, California.
Louis Foster, Odium, England.
Christian Rasmussen,
Copenhagen, Denmark.
Marcus Ericsson, Kumla, Sweden.
Joseph Newgarden, Nashville, Tennessee.
Marcus Armstrong, Christchurch, New Zealand.
Rinus VK, Hoofddorp, the Netherlands.
Christian Lundgaard, Hiddenstead, Denmark.
Graham Rahal, Columbus, Ohio.
Kevin Simpson, Cayman Islands.
Scott McLaughlin, Christchurch, New Zealand.
Will Power, Toowoomba, Australia.
Scott Dixon, Auckland, New Zealand. I just got knighted, so you could call me sir.
David Malukas, Chicago, Illinois. Kyle Kirkwood, Jupiter, Florida.
Alex Palou, Barcelona, Spain.
Pato Award, Monterrey, Mexico.
Felix Rosenqvist, Värnamo, Sweden.
What a grid, man. What a grid.
And that is.
Did you notice how many F1
send you down
and
trackside
F2 drivers are on the grid?
for the command.
I feel like half the grid's F1, F2 people.
It's time to give the command for the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Please welcome Team Honda and Team USA athletes.
Drivers, start your engine!
I thought that was going to be cringe, but they kind of nailed it. What the hell? It's a passenger lap? Why are we cutting to a passenger lap? Oh, no, the formation car is usually a celebrity in... Yeah. So Trey Cool, the drummer of Green Day, is in the formation lap car.
Hey, Trey, can you hear us? That's how cool he is.
I'm guessing not. I'm guessing not.
One more time. Trey
This
Cool,
is so
can you hear the
sick.
Fox
But imagine
Sports
F1 did this. Get a fucking celebrity out of the car. Put a real person in the car, bro.
He's playing it cool in the back of that two-seater, having a great time.
Wait, is this the formation lap car? No, okay, this is just goes round
in
for
the
the
end,
vibes.
it's all right. But we hope he has the time of his life on this
Who
lap.
did this for Indy 500 last year? Was it Will Smith or LeBron
As
James?
he's
I
going
feel like it
around,
was
why
one of
don't
them.
we take a look at the track preview sponsored by Acura?
Well, little Jimmy, the Super Bowl of street races, the Long Beach Grand Prix, just no place like this on the schedule. 180 miles an hour down Shoreline Drive, and then you bury the brake pedal with all the confidence you can muster for turn one, and then it
don't end up over the roundabout.
Right here, you go through the Fountain Complex, turns 2 and 3.
Oh, it was Tom Brady.
Blast over to turn 4. You're
Close
greeted
enough,
with two 90-degree right-handers. Maybe the trickiest of all, turn 5 off camber at the exit.
Yes, I think it just clashes with F1 Academy.
Yeah, up through the gears and then downhill in the brake zone for turn 6. Fastest corner on the track. Bit of a passing opportunity here, especially on cold tires. Then you blast uphill and pivot back downhill on the brakes again for turn 8.
Yeah, Imza was here yesterday. I was very surprised. I didn't even know Imza was there.
Track on the apex, out to the exit wall to get this run down to turn 9. 165 miles an hour before you're back on the brakes.
Such a goated track. I love this track
you
so
see
much.
The pavement change from concrete to pavement. Actually, it grips up in a big way as you carve
F1
through a
wishes their street circuits were like this track.
to
Well,
the
to be fair, if F1 came here, you'd get no
schedule,
overtaking.
31 miles an hour, turn 11, the Long Beach hairpin. It's iconic, and that completes a lap.
Yeah, turn off racing line, bro.
Such a tricky track, such a challenge, guys. And what a race we have ahead of us today. As we said, Felix Rosenquist starting from the front row. Alongside him, Pato O'Ward. Guys, great friends, those two, former teammates. But all that will be put out of their minds on that long run down to turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, Pato stood in Felix's wedding. That's the kind of closest we're talking about. And there's actually something funny on the team owner side as well. MSR, one of the partners, Elio Castroneves.
I wish F1 Long Beach could make some kind of negotiations. They could race here again. That'd be cool, but imagine F1 cars here. You get no overtaking.
Involved in the team side.
Get a quick look at the wind. Is very mild here right now. But we'll head down to pit lane now to check in with Kevin Lee.
Talented, one of the top stories
Did IndyCar
coming
ever
in
race
this
in
season
Monaco?
was 24-year-old Chicago native
Was there
David
Monaco kind of
Malukas
like the Gold
replacing
Coast
Will
500
Power
back in the days?
at Team Penske, and David admitted to me that he was a little bit nervous coming into the season because there's no excuses not to produce at Team Penske. Well, he's the top Penske performer in the championship, their top qualifier for the last 4 races, and
Damn,
he's the
why am I
top
blocking you
starter
got him
on the
falling
hard
off?
compound today from 5th, so he has some options. He's finished 2nd on ovals, including last year's Indy 500. Today might be the day he gets his first non-oval podium or better. To Georgia Henneberry.
Hey, Kevin, imagine this. You're a 6-time NTT IndyCar Series champion. You're a 2-time winner of Long Beach. You've been here 19 times. The team tells you, you look at data just a little bit too much. Scott Dixon, he's going to roll off 6th today, but during qualifying and all of qualifying, he did not have data on his steering wheel. Sure, he had his tire temps, he had his RPMs, but he didn't know the lap times.
Solid
He was
consistency
sending,
from
the
Mr.
team
Dixon.
said,
He's always
go
really
out there
consistent.
and drive that race car, and he did just that. He's going to roll off 6th today. We'll see if he can make it number 3. Jack.
Thanks, G. I'm going to stay with Chip Ganassi Racing and talk about Kyffin Simpson in this number 8 car. He has been so fast this weekend. Chatting to him, chatting to his
Did you watch
team.
Break? No, I didn't get to watch Break. NLS was on at the same time.
They have always identified just a few key
Yeah,
areas,
it's such a nice delivery that
and they just chip away at it. Every session
is that
so
pronounced
far,
Sunoco?
he has been either in the top 10 or right around it. This is his best career start on a street circuit, and his podium also came on a street circuit.
We haven't even mentioned their teammate Alex Palou starts today 3rd. He
Wait,
has 2
do they do
points
multiple
off the
formation laps?
championship lead, and that championship
Wait, they
lead
do rolling
Kirkwood
starts in IndyCar,
alongside
don't
him
they?
on the 2nd row. The Acura Integra Type S
Correct
leads the field
pronunciation,
around the
sweet.
tight and twisting streets
Goal?
of Long Beach. Guys, who are you
Yeah, I'm
looking out
sure
for
it's IndyCar.
today? Who are your drivers that you think are going to make an impression on these challenging streets?
Well, we've got the 3 most experienced drivers in the field, all with very strong qualifying positions, namely Scott Dixon, Sir Scott Dixon, excuse me, Will Power and Graham Rahal. I'm watching Will Power, the Andretti driver right there in the yellow and black car, driving the TWG Honda. This guy is 5 races now in to his career with Andretti. He's comfortable. He knows he's got a fast car, and I see those crazy eyes ready to win today.
For me, I'm just looking at that second row of the grid. You've got Kyle Kirkwood and Alex Palou. They're 1-2 in the championship right now. There are big implications for those two. They've got to play nice, but there is big incentive to come out in front on that first lap.
I've got my eyes on Christian Lundgaard starting.
Who do we got for the win today? Fuck, I should have done
third in the
predictions.
Drivers' Championship, arriving
Remind me
here
next time
in
to do
Long Beach. He
predictions.
started
Who we
last
got?
year 12th
Shut my
and
curtain.
finished on the podium. Different tyre strategies being employed today. The top 4 start on the soft tyre. Almost everybody else in the field will start on the hard tyre. We know that hard tyre will go the distance on fuel, around 30 laps. But how long will that soft tyre last?
Right.
That ultimately will answer the question
Kirkwood
of
leading
whether this will
award,
be a
leading
2
Palou.
or a 3-stop race. The safety car pulls ahead.
We got Rosenquist. Where's Rosenquist starting P4?
Down.
Oh no, Rosenquist is first. Sorry, Kirkwood's
Down
4th.
Shoreline Drive, Pato O'Ward and Felix Rosenquist. Front
Alright,
row
we
of the
go.
grid.
Wait,
Palou
who's
and Kirkwood behind.
made this big
Malukas
gap?
and Dixon on the 3rd row.
Why is there a big gap?
Flag, despite the fact that Power is miles behind.
Why is Power doing that?
Rosenquist.
Are we all gonna go for the move down the inside?
advantage.
Oh my
O'Ward
god.
tries to look around the
Dude, why was
inside,
Power so far
outside.
back?
It will stay as it is. Kirkwood
Oh
in 4th. A little touch there though.
Little
with
touch.
David Malukas, but Rosenquist
Look
does
how sick
exactly
that
what he
is.
needed to do and maintains that lead. And look at how much pace and
Look how cool the roundabout is.
Will Power has managed to catch up now right on the rear wing of Scott Dixon.
It's amazing how far back Power and Beyond were behind the lead group as they got on the gas. But by
Oh,
the time they
what the
got
fuck,
to
they come
turn
back up?
2, everybody nose to tail. Hit
How'd they
down
catch
into
back
turn
up?
6. An opportunity here on
Reminder guys,
for
after
somebody.
10
But
laps,
looks like everyone is going well.
the
Remember, those
broadcast
red
will switch to
sidewall
onboards
Firestones,
only, so
that's
make
the
sure you got your own
softer tire.
broadcast
It's gonna
ready.
Fire up a little bit quicker compared to the primary, that black sidewall, harder compound tire. But so far, everyone playing nice.
Very well behaved first lap. I watched Will Power there again. That yellow and black.
Nope, all got
you
crashed
called it.
out.
That start was
Let's Stingray
bizarre
Rob.
with the gap that Power left. I almost feel like he was just saying to himself, "I've got a fast enough car to win. I don't want any
Sure, he's been
trouble." As
crashing
they
a lot.
go
He crashed
too
in
wide
Predestiny.
through turn
Oh.
11.
Teammate
Too wide on
on
the hairpin.
teammate Rossi and Rasmussen. Rasmussen maintains the advantage.
That's a tough move to pull off there. Bold move
Schumacher
from
hasn't been
Rossi.
too
They got
great.
side by side. They played well, but here we
And
go.
Palou looks up the inside of Pato O'Ward.
Palou
and that is
past Award.
P2
That's going
for
to
the
allow
four-time
Rosenquist
champion.
to pull away though.
Not wasted any time. Not only is he ahead of Kirkwood, now he's got
That's such a cool camera angle.
in his rear view mirrors.
These engines sound good yet.
Pato.
So there's 2 engine suppliers in IndyCar. There is Chevrolet and Honda. So it's a spec series, but there is a difference in the 2 engine suppliers.
The only drivers really in the field today on that soft tire. Here's a replay of the start, and look at that gap. You're right.
Yeah,
guys.
why was
Very
Power
odd
so
start.
far
I'm
back?
surprised they threw it, to be totally honest. That was we've seen gaps here. It's tough coming out of that slow 30-mile-an-hour turn 11.
I guess he
getting
just got
all
fucked in the
field
hairpin.
lined up, but certainly I would have expected more.
Hey,
cars
watch.
a bit closer.
Award hit the back of
Wonder if Power's
Rosenquist.
game in the field a bit, saying, "Hey,
Oh, cool.
I don't want any trouble in the first corner, and there's a way to guarantee that. Pretend to be a second pull sitter.
Award's
back
under
there.
pressure
That was so
from
strange.
Kirkwood
I can't
now.
think of another explanation. Either way, for Felix
Doesn't really have
Rosenquist
limited
right
battery
now,
usage. They have a thing called push to
nightmare in
pass.
his
You have a certain amount of
mirrors.
battery you can
Alex
use
Palou
during the race.
in
Once it's out, it's
second
gone.
and
You can
closing.
choose when you want to use
say in
it.
his mirrors, it is a
Okay, so
long
top
view
4
back
on
to
sauce,
Alex
the
Palou.
Lucas on
Around
hard.
about
So very
a
different
second
strategy for the
for Felix Rosenquist
for fifth
in
down.
the Green Day Sirius XM Acura.
Bavaru, Jerry, Abdi.
We've
Then
been
goes to the
talking
follows.
about this all weekend. Pole position
First
so
10 laps,
critical
and then it will-
around this circuit
They
because
stream the
you
first 10 laps for free on
want to
YouTube, and then it
own
switches
this
to
race. You want
onboards only.
control it from the front, and that is exactly what Rosenquist
We'll see
is
once we
doing
get to
today.
the
How many
10 lap
times
mark.
have we seen the pole
Award had
sitter
issues this morning
here
on warm-up, so it looks like he might still
roll to
have them.
victory? It's
Right,
such an
okay.
important place
Damn.
to start.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Kirkwood's done it 2 times in the last 3
His engine
years.
sounds
And
so
for
good, yeah,
Rosenquist,
nice.
he's doing everything he can right now, getting the mileage. But what he doesn't know,
Black
and
marks on the
frankly,
ground are from the
nobody
form of the
really
drift
knows
car.
in this
That must help a
field,
lot with the rubber, right?
especially in those top 4 right now, is the red tire. We're
Grip.
just 3 laps in.
Rosenquist has almost pulled out of
What
DRS.
happens at lap 10? At lap 20, does the handling really fall apart and get
What are we looking at here today? A
diabolical and
2-stop?
force everybody
What's
into
usually
a 3-stop race strategy?
the amount of pit stops at Long Beach? No worries at all, actually, Snipes. I know that Grosjean had a nasty crash from the wall during practice and had to change the gearbox. Wait, really? Maybe I should watch the practice highlights in the future as well.
Less than that, it's probably leaning towards 3 stops. We just don't know. New soft tyres for this weekend. The rules are you must run 2 sets of the soft tyre on a street track.
F1 being the way it is right now, going to be really branching out, so we love to hear. I mean, look, I love F1, but like, I love that more people are getting into more motorsports because I have so much respect for IndyCar and other motorsport series. Like, I generally think IndyCar is better than F1. Like, I love F1 more because it's F1.
A replay here. That's the 20.
But I think IndyCar is better
there, you saw
as a racing series.
The blue and yellow machine, the 21 of Rasmussen, getting to the back of Marcus Ericsson. That's what created that opportunity for Rossi.
On board here, the
it
liquid
just feels
machine
more.
Rossi, you can see his teammate locks up, and he goes to pounce with the surprise move.
Oh, that's a replay. I didn't realize we're watching a replay right now.
Still able to get a run on the outside and take the position back.
A lot of hope for that team coming into this weekend. Upgrades on the cars.
You guys think it would be better for McCann to be top right?
Bring them the pace that they had been longing for all season long.
Then I'm covering the Fox logo.
Though, down in 17th place for Rossi, 15th place for Rasmussen. Down to Kevin Lee on pit lane.
It's been kind of mixed on what the strategy is going to be. Those up front are all trying to do it on 2 stops, 3 stops.
What do you guys think? Top right or bottom right?
As early as a couple of laps from now, you might see somebody do a Hail Mary and try to come in from the back and then hope a caution comes out at the right time.
When if IndyCar cannot afford halo cams that are invisible and don't disturb the driver.
Attempt to do that. We saw it last year.
Halo cams? What do you mean?
Very different scenario this year. Last year you only had to run 1 set of softs. This year, 2, and that changes the complexity of the strategy tremendously.
Yeah, and Firestone coming with a harder version of the soft tire for this 2026 season, so we know they will go further. We just don't know how much further. Looking at track temp right now, James, over 100 degrees out there.
What type of engine is IndyCar? I actually don't know.
110. And
was
that
it V6
certainly doesn't help with
hybrid 2.2 liter? I don't know what that means, but okay.
Rosenquist's pace, I mean, he's maintaining a really nice gap there to Palou. I thought Palou would close a little harder early.
And he could just be biding his time. I mean, Palou knows it's hard to get a pass that on the racetrack here, but if I save a little bit of extra fuel, save a bit of tires, I can use that overcut strategy and get in the pit cycle, never have to risk my race car. That's classic Palou.
And keeping that gap, Will, of about a second, 1.3. If you notice, there's a lot of clean air here behind the 60. That allows Palou to save those front tires and not force his way into turbulence and burn up his
I think top right's better, but I don't want to cover the logo because obviously the whole point of this stream that Fox do is to promote to watch it on Fox.
But the way in which he's controlling the race today, proving he's no basket case. Rosenquist leads from Palou and O'Ward.
Wait.
Gaps ahead and behind. Good job. Just keep working fuel and tires. You know what to do.
10 laps. 10 laps. More like 7. All right, so guys, this is what the Fox stream looks like after 10 laps. I don't know why they've done it for 7 laps, but this is what it's going to look like. So this is how IndyCar Watch Along is going to work in the future, right? They give us the pre-show, they give us the first 10 laps, and then they give us an onboard with timings, with lap count, with heaps of information. So if you don't have the broadcast, stick around, watch the race with us like this. If you do have the broadcast, I'm going to switch over to Sky Sports now to continue watching the full broadcast. But yeah, this is basically how the stream will look now. Yeah, so let me get that all set up real quick. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And let me unmute it so you guys can hear it. You guys can hear that, right? What's the volume like? Is volume good? I feel like that's a bit too loud. Just a little bit quieter.
Slowly pulling away from Kirkwood. Let's try a lap, grade 8. Try a lap, grade 8.
I think that's good. Alright, let me mute that so I can't hear it. Alright. Now let me get my Sky Sports broadcast up. The hell? It's on ads on Sky. You get ads on Sky too? No way. You get ads on Sky as well? Oh no. No, it just wasn't live. Alright. Oh, the fucking poo quality. Bro. Look how poo the quality is on Sky. What is that? What is that? This is why I moved to F1 TV. You pay £30 to watch literal 480p footage. Buy the boost. No, it does nothing. I've done it before. I bought the boost before and did nothing.
The Fox Super 6 IndyCar Challenge. Download the Fox Sports app right now and enter for free for a shot to win your share of $1,000 in cash prizes. See the Fox Sports app for details. Rinus VeeKay, the first driver to pit, and this, pulling to Kevin's point from earlier, who would be the first driver to come in off the soft? It wasn't doing VeeKay any good down in 12th place, so he's taken on the hard tire, leaves pit lane, so he's the first driver to get off that soft tire.
But that effectively commits Rinus VeeKay to 3 stops, and what he's banking on is the red tire falling apart for the cars further up the grid. That's a big bet this early.
What it's going to come down to is how your car is handling. Some cars are going to be able to make it last the 30 laps you need. Some cars are not going to be able to do it. If you've got a little bit of an imbalance,
they've cut back.
A bit of
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
the front's not working, maybe you're a bit loose, struggling to get the power down. That's just going to
It's going to cut back in 1 lap anyway.
And ultimately, I think it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag here. But Rinus, like you say, committed to the 3-stopper, which is tough because pit lane here is so long.
Sorry, one second. I'm just trying to fix something, guys, real quick.
Pit lane for an average stop. Rosenquist continues to lead, and guys, this is an incredibly important race in a vital part of the season for Felix Rosenquist. He doesn't have a certain seat.
Okay, there you go. So just trying to figure something out.
Is key, and he hasn't had the start to the season that he would have wanted. But guys, the
I need to try to sync this. Sorry about me, guys. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Good. Okay, there you go. So now we're on the post 10 lap broadcast. Okay. Bear me just 1 sec, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this set up. Forgot how I did this the first time. Right. Audio. Okay, now I need to try to sync this up. Which one's ahead? Sorry, bear with me, guys. Again, I completely forgot I did this. I'll remember now for the future IndyCar races. Oh, fuck me. At 12. Okay, so this broadcast is ahead. Right, cool. Yo, sent by God. Thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate that. How was your stream? What were you doing today? Welcome in, everyone from Sent by God stream. We're currently watching IndyCar. We're doing a bit of a watch party, watch along. How's the audio, guys, for this IndyCar stream? I don't want it to be too loud, but I want it to be like... I think that's good, right? Alright, what's this new garden in? Wait, how many people have pit? Because I want it to be quiet enough that the people who are actually doing a watch along can't hear it. But people who are just watching it, it's loud enough for them, you know. Phoenix Jankowski, Detonator, GMYTMI, it's Flocky. Thank you guys all for the follows. I need to get this synced. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom. Alright, we're synced now. Alright. This is now synced with my broadcast. So if you're doing a watch along with us and you want to sync it up, this is now synced. Rosikus is really holding his own. Yeah, 1.4 seconds out in front. Sorry, I was a bit lost, obviously. Distracted trying to sort that stuff, but we're good now. In 19th, is that Mick Schumacher? Yes, it is. He's moved to IndyCar. How's it going, Phoenix? Love the stream, dude. It was good doing some F125. Nice, nice. We appreciate the raid, dude. Let the mannequin challenge for a second. Wow, I just got 6 minutes of ads on the Fox Sport app. Are we for real? Yep. Yep. That's America. I only watch F1. What's the difference in IndyCar and F1? Is there anything from DRS? No. So IndyCar's a spec series, so they're all the same car, other than the engine in the back. There's Honda and there's Chevrolet. Half the teams use Honda, half the teams use Chevy. The difference is the cars aren't dog shit. Who are you rooting for? I like Pato Award. He's one of my favorite. Any of the Oceanians and Callum Ilott, but Callum Ilott is Callum Ilott even in the season? He's not, right? Because he was with Kramer and they got sacked off. Yeah. Sadly, Callum Ilott and Schwartzman lost the seat because Kramer ran out of money. Oh my god, lap 14, we're going to ads again. America, man. What made you get into IndyCar? For me, I randomly watched Indy NXT, and last year, me and my mate watched the last year's race in St. Petersburg and watched the Indy 500 on my own. What made me get into it is I've always loved... I like all types of motorsport, right? And I heard such good things about IndyCar, and they had the highlights free to watch on YouTube, so I watched them all, and I really got invested with the season, with the drivers and the championship. And now... they do these free to watch onboard live timings on YouTube, and I was like, there's no reason for me not to watch this on stream, you know what I mean? Because like the biggest thing that stops me from doing watch alongs on stream is like people don't give a fuck about a watch along if they don't have something to watch. So having the onboards to watch on stream really helps people who can't watch the broadcast. You know, it helps us sync on it up, stuff like that. The pre-race show, it's just so, yeah. So I always liked IndyCar, but now watching on stream, I feel like there's a reason for me to do it because one, more people are interested, but two, like we have a free broadcast to watch, which is really good. Funnily enough, what made me get into IndyCar was Will Buxton moving to lead commentator. Interesting. Yeah, I love Will. Daniel, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You're a New Zealander, do support Dixon, McLaughlin, Armstrong, or someone else not from NZ. I like all three of them, man. I like all three of them. Dixon, one of the goats of IndyCar. And then McLaughlin, one of the goats of supercars. And then Armstrong, who's from F2. Do they also have electric charging? They do have battery. They do have a hybrid system now. I don't think it's anywhere near as whack as F1. Does the cancellation of 2GP help the other teams like Ferrari and McLaren to stay close to the championship? Yeah, I think it's given them a lot of development time to sort some issues out for sure. Slaren, thank you for the follow. Sky Sports really cuts down on the adverts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so when America, the Fox broadcast, cuts to ads, the Sky Sports broadcast stays showing the stream, and they have an English commentator talking over the top. They do actually have quite a few non-spec parts on top of the engines, most notably the dampers, which are very important. Interesting, I didn't know that. All cars have the same chassis though, making it a spec series. Right. I didn't realize the dampers were different as well. Okay. I thought the whole car was the same. Rosenquist has a nice 1.4 second lead here. I've only watched F1 since I'm 2.5 years old into motorsports in general. What is my neighbor? But it's Hannah and Ryan talking. Is it team-based like F1, for example, Ferrari? There's no like manufacturers in F1. Sorry, in IndyCar, I don't think. I think they're more like Williams-based teams. Yeah, like Chip Ganassi Racing and stuff like that. I don't think Penske. Yeah, I don't think there's any manufacturers as teams. Oh, there's McLaren. Sorry, there is McLaren. Race started, by the way, just so you know. Yeah, we're watching it right now, dude. You're still going, what? I slept and just got back from daycare drop-off. Soldier, that was up Gavin. Well, we did end the stream for a couple hours, but we're back now for IndyCar. You couldn't get a seat for 2024. Right, okay, so that's the season you missed. I was going to say, I feel like there was a season you missed. IndyCar races are so good to attend as well. Tickets are so cheap, yeah. Compared to F1. Staying on for much longer. This race has 70 laps to go, so I think another hour at least. Look tired. I mean, it is late, but also my eyes are just like squinting and squinting all day. But also I just have to be quiet because it's late, which is a shame. Bit more of a chiller stream after the race one today. Is that Rosencrest speed they're showing on the timing tower? What do you mean? No, that's the time, or did it change? Rookie battle seems to be quite even this year. What's up with Zootney? Who are the rookies again? It's Schumacher, Collette, Hauger? Is it just them three? Yeah. Then with fam or share house. I'm in a share house now as of the last 2 years. Yeah, they're right next to each other. I completely forgot Cal Collette was doing IndyCar. Was he only just coming in the last few races? Oh, the rear wing's connected on each side. Each side with a little beam in the middle. What the fuck? I thought that was my shit for a second. I thought I just got nuked. I love IndyCar. If you go in person there, you're in the garages and see the cars, yeah. So I was actually meant to go, well, I was trying to get to IndyCar to Long Beach. I was going to go on my own accord, pay for flights, pay for hotel, all myself to go. But I was hoping I would get permission from IndyCar to be able to IRL stream. Because they're very, like, you know, open to... they're very like open to doing like different content and stuff like that. But yeah, it just wasn't able to work out in the end. But I'm hoping a future Grand Prix we can go and do it. Because yeah, I'd love to showcase what an IndyCar Grand Prix is like. And I've never been to one, so you'd be able to see me experiencing it for the first time as well. And yeah, I've only heard good things about IndyCar's paddock and attending as a fan, so... and how much access you get. Long Beach would have been perfect. LA, you know, I've got friends in LA. Great track. My management, my manager was going to be is at this race right now. One of the super truck drivers who's driving this weekend is a part of our management. So like it just been perfect, but just didn't work out in the end, and I didn't want to spend probably like £1,000 over the course of the weekend to not have 100% access at the track. There's not much overtaking in fights though. The cars are the same, they seem. To be honest, I was surprised when I watched St. Pete that there wasn't as much overtaking as I thought, because the highlights. The race started, by the way. Why do you guys keep saying the race has started? I know, I'm literally watching it right now. Hello? It's literally on the screen. Anyways, yeah, I was surprised with St. Pete that there was not as many overtakes and battles and stuff as I thought. But in saying that, it's still way more intense than F1. Why does F1 TV say Miami GP is on Monday? Okay, that's definitely broken. you see the NASCAR Riley's crash yesterday? I did not. We're going to be doing a motorsport recap stream tomorrow, guys. So every single Monday when F1's not on, we're going to be doing a motorsport recap. So we recap NASCAR, Supercars, IndyCar, Formula E, any motorsport series, major motorsport series that's on the weekend. We recap it on a Monday. So, oh wait, you're right. It's only connected by the middle. What the fuck? Yo, that's pretty sturdy. I haven't watched Indy before. Can you give a noob TLDR of the scene? Who are the good guys, the bad guys? Who are we cheering for? IndyCar's a spec series. 2 engine manufacturers. The big boys. Pato O'Ward, Alex Palou, and Joseph Newgarden. I'd probably say they're like the big 3. Then you've got like old dogs like Will Power and Scott Dixon. But currently leading the championship is Kyle Kirkwood. You got the young gun and David Malukas. But yeah, it's just like a grid made up of really solid IndyCar drivers, XF1 drivers, XF2 drivers. Yeah, you got Mick Schumacher on the grid. And basically every track is in the US. So honestly, the US has so many amazing tracks. I would say it's like a spec series version of Formula 1. But in my opinion, more pure racing. And obviously very Americanized, but I think there's a lot of pros that come with that. How's this more dangerous than F1? So this is a street circuit, but they do oval racing. And when you oval race, you are going round a circuit 300 kilometers plus an hour at high speeds in big groups. And if you make one mistake, boom, you're in a concrete wall at 300 Ks. Think about the gnarliest F1 crash. Like think about Mick Schumacher 2022 in Jeddah, or Gabriel Bortoleto in Sao Paulo. Like that type of crash every time if you crash on an oval in IndyCar. Like super high impact, super high G. So that's where the risk comes in IndyCar is, you know, you make one mistake on an oval, like you're crashing and you're crashing bad. But in saying that, I don't think there's been like a serious incident in IndyCar since 2017, if I'm not mistaken, right? So these cars are really safe, just like F1. So why did Newgarden pit so early? Did he start on the softs? But isn't Rosenquist on softs and he's gone way longer? Palou's closing in on Rosenquist a little bit, right? Or is it always 1.8? Out of curiosity, actually, I'm going to run a poll in chat. Actually, type 1 in chat if you are watching the stream, like the official broadcast on your own. And type 2 in chat if you're just watching my stream with the onboard and the live timings.
Choose your number, 62.
Damn, okay. Okay, I was about to say it's 50-50 split, and then a bunch of 2s came in. Damn, so a lot of people are just watching just the onboards and timings. How are you guys finding watching it just with this onboard live timing and me chatting? I'm assuming it's not as like enjoyable, but it's like a way for you guys to keep up to date with IndyCar and somewhat watch it without not watching it at all. To be fair, you don't need to watch the broadcast because the information on the screen so you can keep up with the race, right? It's probably better because there's no ads. True. Oh. Who was that brushed the wall? Was that Armstrong? Oh, that was Newgarden. Yeah, if this race wasn't at midnight, I would definitely be talking louder and talking more, but I'm just kind of chilling, watching the race, chatting to you guys. I don't watch IndyCar really, I'm just here for the vibes. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I see. So Newgarden's pit early, and he's really closed in on everyone. Okay. Is this going to be an epic strat from Newgarden now? Freddie, MW Carroll, welcome to the stream, guys. Indy 500 insane. Oh, I love IndyCar. Indy 500. I think Indy 500 is probably, other than the highlights that helped me get into the season, into the championship, I think Indy 500 is what made me fall in love with IndyCar. The way they do qualifying, the 400,000 person crowd. I love it. Can you react to IndyCar All In? It's like Drive to Survive. I don't know if I can. Is that free to watch? If so, I'd love to watch that on stream, but I don't think it is free to watch. I might watch it on my own time, though. How's it going, the dude Turtle Man? I always thought Indy was racing in an oval because the first Indy race I watched was an oval. So the Indy 500 is on an oval. And there's a good handful of races on an oval, but majority of the calendar is normal tracks. Are you missing anything of Australia? Golden Gate times? My answer to that would always be the weather. And then recently I realized, no, you can't get chicken parmesanas in the UK. You know how you go to a pub in Australia and you get a chicken parma? Can't get that here. You're forced to have a schnitzel. Wait, I want my sauce, ham, and cheese on top. Do you have a favorite IndyCar driver? My favorite would be Pato O'Ward. I love his vibes. I love his energy. I want to see him win a championship. But like, there's a lot of Oceanians on the grid, so I like them as well. Hilot, who's not in IndyCar at the moment. He follows me on Insta, so I feel like, you know, I'm going to support the boy, but he's not on the grid to support.
At 5, green 1, close the gap.
How often do they race? Same frequency as F1. I think they do. I think they have 18 races in a season, but they're all in America, so it's a bit easier for them. Oh, here we go. Could Rosenquist pit? No. I know Kirkwood's going to pit. Okay, could Kirkwood go for an undercut on O'Ward here? No, Kirkwood's staying out. Maybe there's a little bit of a dummy.
Map 2, full overtake.
The track gives vibes of Singapore. It does have a little bit of a similar layout to Singapore, you're right. But vibes to me is way more like Gold Coast 500, I would say. So, F1 currently use V6s, right? Wait, no. No, sorry. F1's V10s. Wait, no. What does F1 currently use? Yeah, V6. So, why do these sound so much better than an F1 engine? Oh my god, Pelot's within a second now. They're not hybrid. I thought they added a hybrid system, though. This year. Alright, O'Ward in. Okay, O'Ward going for the undercut. Where's Newgarden at? Refueling IndyCar. You love to see it. Can we show the pit exit, for fuck's sake? Where are you getting info from? Well, on the screen it says... Well, not on this screen. On the official broadcast screen it says hybrid. And I was told that they added a battery to the car so they can restart. Because the cars used to stall and get stuck. Like, there's literally a battery on the graphics now. Oh, both Frozen Quist and Pillow coming in. No one want to go for an overcut or an undercut. Yeah, Pillow was too far down to do any sort of undercut unless these guys completely fuck the pit stops. Was that a good stop? Oh, Pillow coming out just behind. Alright, softs on both. Bro, this quality is so bad. Look how poo this is. Like, why is it 480p, man? Wait. So New Garden's undercut both of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. New Garden's undercut them by 10 seconds as well. Obviously, he'll probably need to do an extra pit stop, but with this pace, this is a crazy strategy from New Garden. Obviously, we don't know how much fuel as well they're running. Formula E next season seems interesting. Yeah, there's the Gen 4 car, right? You haven't 1080p on Sky? Why does it look so bad on mine? I'm doing something wrong. Fuck. Why does every other motorsport have refueling and not F1? F1 just don't want any sort of danger at all.
All clear.
Simple HDMI problem? No. I wish. Touchwood, we still have an internet problem since I think I fixed my internet. Hello from Brazil, what's up, Vinicius? Maybe a new chassis spec in 28. Wait, you talking about Formula E or IndyCar in 2028? Oh, you're talking about IndyCar. Interesting. New chassis spec. Do we know what that looks like? Yeah, or they not announced it? Ovaja, we see. There we go, to the follows. Not sure, but it's still Delara. This is a spec series with 2 engine manufacturers. If I had Alex Pillow members, I'd be hitting the gas harder. Yeah, blows within a second. Oh shit, Chris, I forgot to send you the fucking file. I knew I was forgetting something. What have I done? What have I done? Are we getting close to giving Ponden a tattoo? I don't think so. I think Chris is probably the most. I don't know how many points he's on. Maybe like 2 or 3 mil. How do you feel about racing IRL? Me racing IRL? I would love to race IRL. I just don't have my license. Oh yeah, someone earlier today asked, what's the best car I've driven? And I completely forgot to answer that on stream. I don't have my license, so I've never driven a car before. But the best car I've ever been in, I've been in 3 race cars. I've been in a Australian supercar, in the Red Bull Ampol Racing. Okay, what would you guys say is the best of these three? I've been in a Hyundai WRC car. I've been in a Australian Supercar V8 Red Bull Ampol Racing. And I've been in a McLaren 720S. Well, I guess that's not a race car, but like nice sports car. What would you guys say is the best of the three? You've never driven a car? Nope. You'd say the McLaren? Really? So even though the road car is a bit more accessible, you'd say that's better than the WRC? Better than WRC and the Supercar? Australian Supercar, I love that series. Yeah, I think for me, oh, what was the coolest for me? I think for me, like, the McLaren was my first time being in, like, a car that expensive. But I knew that, like, anyone can get their hand on that car with money. So for me, it's one of the two race cars. I think I have to go Australian Supercar just because of how much respect I have for that series. Oh, but I love rally as well. I don't know, it's hard, man. I have respect for both series. They're so different. I'd probably say I prefer the Australian Supercar. It's more my type of car than a rally car. Those are crazy cars to be in. Yeah, I'm very lucky to have had those experiences. Oh, has Ericsson got a problem? You need to stream your learner, right? That's the plan. I want to do a series learning how to drive. Did Mick P was P18 at one point? Yeah, he must have. When do you think you'll get one? Well, I'm planning to do a series on stream where I learn how to drive, so in terms of owning a car, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever really own a car living in London. What's the point? Is that Newgarden? All right, Newgarden coming in after doing his undercut strat. Where's he going to come out? How'd you get a UK license? Come on, good stop for Newgarden. Okay, softs again for Newgarden. So he's gonna come out. Where was he? Where did he start? Where did Newgarden start? He's come out in P12. Oh, just behind. 14. This is up to. Okay, so he's not really doing too much, but maybe if the strat works out, maybe he can make the strat work. Chung on sticks. I think he has the follows. How was your reaction when you found out what happened during the Nürburgring? I was live when it happened, so you can see my reaction on the YouTube VOD. But yeah, I was shocked. I did not expect that. I generally thought it was a normal red flag. Rally lost a spectator today during event. Check out the FIA post. Wow. That is sad. What, in WRC? Dude Turtle Man, they followed it. WRC is next week. What tires do they use? They use Firestone. Firestone. Yeah, at the Codesor Rally Championship. FIA run that? IndyCar is a race at Canada. True, IndyCar isn't a part of America. I forgot. Okay, Rosenquist has pulled 2 seconds on Pillow again. We're almost halfway through this race. It's so funny how when I watch F1, I can like really keep up to date with everything that's happening throughout the entire field. Whereas IndyCar, like, I'm so lost other than like the top 5. Oh, big stop there for Newgarden. You're gonna need to get past Armstrong quick here. He's losing a lot of time. Oh, he's right on the back of him. Ericsson out. Damn. Yeah, I felt that was a bad time to pit. They should have maybe seen if he could have overcut a little bit more. I'm sorry. He got a little bit longer to pull a gap on Armstrong. Look, he's just stuck behind Armstrong now. Wait, am I dumb? Isn't Newgarden and Armstrong teammates? I think Ericsson hit us. Oh, Newgarden's getting close. He's not be able to do it. Oh, late move from Newgarden. Holy, what a move. Fuck me. I thought he was going to end up on the wall there. Bro, I wish you guys could have seen that on this stream. Holy. Yeah, it's not good for the front left though, but still. Do you think Schumacher needs more time to get up to speed, or do you think this shows that Schumacher isn't as good of a driver as some people may think? Trent Janik for fingers, then goes to the follows. I think IndyCar is a different monster, just going to take time to adapt. I'd give it a few months to say he's not good, right? Crazy how far the IndyCar drivers have to turn their steering wheel. It looks uncomfortable. Yeah, so there's no power steering in IndyCar, so it's pure strength. Haug is adapted way better than him, yeah. I think it's to show how inconsistent F3 and F2 can be. Like, Haug won F3 and then kind of sucked in F2. Mick obviously won F2, F3 and F2, made it to F1, didn't do too well. Now he's kind of struggling in IndyCar. Maybe we got like Kimi and Bam and they struggled in F2. Amazing in F1. Some drivers are better at driving certain cars, different driving styles. Some are better at adapting, etc. Have to see how it goes, but he does have to carry his family name, which is a lot of pressure. No, for sure, for sure. But I think that's the reason why people are so critical, is because, like, okay, if Mick didn't have the name Schumacher, I don't think he would had made it to F1. And no, he would have made it to F1 actually, because he won F2. But I don't think he would have got a second season at F1. And I don't think he would have as many opportunities as he's had. It's his 5th race, yeah, but he's... Yeah, I guess it's only his 5th race, but Haug is doing much better than him, right? Oh, look at the damage on Newgarden's tire. Alright, his race is mudded now. Alright, we're halfway through the race. Mick was held back by a Haas, though. The crashes were on him. He was matching pace with Magnussen toward the end of the stint. Yeah. But then again, like, his job was to not crash, and he crashed. He cost him so much money. If I'm not mistaken, he cost him more money than Mazepin did. Bro, I swear we're just on ads, and we're on ads again. What's Mazepin doing right now? He's doing some business shit. He posted some weird thing on Instagram the other day. He's such a weird looking guy. Sorry, I shouldn't hate on some of the parents. Why is he viewing on me like that, bro?
I will be annoying here. You can get a 74.8. It helps us a lot. 74.8. You are almost there.
Low key, if you just look at his eyes, like, if you just look at his face, I think he's a good looking guy, but he's just got a massive forehead. Like, he's actually got like a nice smile. Like, he's got a really, like, he's got a nice face. It's just the forehead is wham. Oh no. fuck accent he paused. Interesting fella. I can't believe they replaced Magnussen Grosjean with him. Yeah, his dad's one of the richest men in Russia. Yeah, his Instagram's actually kind of cool. Like, photos are really nice. A lot of stuff of what he's up to. I like it. Why did he get kicked out of F1? Because his dad's one of the richest men in Russia. And obviously when the war happened, his dad couldn't sponsor the team anymore. And then Haas were like, well, we don't care about you if you can't sponsor the team. Lol. A new open wheel spec series in Europe would be cool. No, I agree. I think they should just make F2 a proper championship and not a series and not a feeder series. Let drivers stay for multiple seasons, get more sponsors. You heading to any F1 races this year? Any races this year? I hopefully we get to MotoGP at Silverstone, and I'm confident I'll be able to go to Formula E London. Hopefully get to F1 at Silverstone as well. Other than that, no plans. Imagine Mazepin porpoising. He would have had a rocket ship of a Haas. Or who just put? Right, I think it's time. I'm not gonna lie, I was playing with my light settings the other day, and I got it almost matching what my camera looks like now, but I was like, nah, it's not exactly how I want it. But I think it's time. I need to turn this light down and just cop the slightly worse lighting. Cause bro, my eyes. Let me turn it down just for a little bit and see. See if it makes my eyes better. Guys, this race been so dead. IndyCar is normally very insane. Well, my eyes actually feel so much better already. Nah, okay, I think I'm just gonna have to cop the slightly different lighting. How's this race been so dead? IndyCar's normally very entertaining. I mean, this is the same as St. Pete. Like, not much has really happened, but at the same time, like, I'm not bored. But there's a lot going on, but there's just not been as much overtakes as I expected. I'm gonna try to go to F1 in China, Japan, or Singapore next year, see how things with the economy and interest rates go. Oh wait, this was gonna ask. Does anyone understand how the whole thing works in India with the like sporting agreements and like entertainment agreements in India? Is there a light right in your face? Yeah, it's right here. Wait, low key? My eyes have stopped dying after turning it down. Maybe I'm just gonna have to cop the slightly different. You guys are gonna be like, there's no different, but it's a slightly different tone, and it just annoys me. Also, it gets rid of this like bright spot that's normally on my cheek. I guess it's more of a marketing thing for India. Basically, the reason why I asked is I heard that if F1 want to go to India, you have to pay a tax because F1's considered entertainment. It's not considered a sport. And the reason I ask is because a DJ group, Circo Loco, that I like, they were doing a show today in India. They've been planning it for 6 months. Big name DJs. All the DJs were in India ready for the show. And the Indian government gave them a cease and desist to tell them they can't put on the event the day before. Even though they had approval and everything to put on the show and put on the event. And that reminded me that, like, that reminded me of, like, what's happening with F1 at the moment, where, like, the Indian government just can't seem to come to an agreement with, I don't know. But then I was going to ask, like, why would that affect the DJ event? Why would they, like, why wouldn't the Indian government want them to put on this event? Like, doesn't make sense. And why do it the day before? I just had the rule in F2, for example, when you win the championship, you basically get sidelined. Yeah. Extreme win. I want to do one this weekend, but I want to do one this weekend, but yeah, clash with NLS. Yo, my eyes feel so much better already. I heard F1 was in talks with Buddha for 2027, 2028, yeah. I feel like hybrids have really hurt the quality of street circuit racing in IndyCar the most. I didn't even think about that. Do you reckon it's the hybrid that's affected it? Yeah, I can't talk super loud. It's a bit more of a chill stream right now, but I've also been live for like 8 hours or 10 hours now total today, so just chilling. Heard on New Guns radio that vibration is holding steady and not getting worse. Okay, that's good. What do you think about Madrid? I mean, we haven't raced there yet, so I don't really have thoughts. I'm someone who I don't really want to judge anything until we actually see the cars there, but the track looks poo. And I don't know why we've got a second Spanish Grand Prix. I think been off Barcelona if we're going to go Madrid, but I don't know. It's only fresh. We like it. We like it. Yeah, New Guns' pace has fallen off with that flat spot now. I'm feeling sick, so I'm going to bed. Having a major rest of your street. Catch you later, free. Hope you start feeling better, dude. Vegas looks stripped the race been okay. Yeah, we've had 2.5 good races at Vegas. And amazing. Well, I'm going to say 3 because the quality was amazing in Vegas. 3 really good good weekends in Vegas. See that fruit. Yeah, this race has been way more mellow. What was Arlington, Alabama, and the other race like? What were the other 2 tracks this weekend? Sorry, what were the other 3? What were the 3 IndyCar races I missed this season? Arlington, Alabama, and Phoenix. What were they like? Were they good? Attended Arlington, I loved it. What was the race like though? Oh, who's this? Foster passed New Gun. Damn, New Gun's completely fell off. Arlington was good. Alabama was okay. Phoenix was great. Okay. Look forward to seeing the highlights then. Who do you think wins the UCL? Who's playing? I keep hearing rumors of Korea return. Yeah, looks like Korea is bidding for a Grand Prix at a street circuit, not the actual racetrack. I think the race isn't bad because it is Felix in P1. You saying like it's good that he's because Felix is winning? Yeah, but regardless of who's winning, it's still not right. Even if fucking Mick Schumacher was winning, it's still been like a dull race. They should Schumacher how he drives. Well, I don't think he's going to get much screen time down in P18. Hickory's a bit different. What do you mean you get 10 stitches in your arm yesterday and you're still working today? Wait, really? Oh. Bit of debris on the track. Oh! Oh! That might give someone a puncture if they don't see it. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
It's at the exit of the fountain. At the exit of the fountain. Yellow, yellow.
So this is basically VSC in F1 terms, right? Oh, he just avoided that. What happened there? Oh.
Very wide or very narrow in turn 3. There's a piece of debris in the middle of the track.
No safety car. Wait, really? It's a safety car? Oh, shit. So this is going to bunch everyone up. Okay, okay, interesting. Oh, someone just hit it. So what, full course yellow is safety car?
Alright, Paolo, just to give you a rundown.
This doesn't exist in IndyCar, right?
We reset everybody on fuel. We are currently P5. Currently in P5. There are 33 laps to go.
So is pit entry closed under full course yellow? These guys are saying this is good for Newgarden. Alright, we're 2/3 of the way through the race. Thank you guys all for joining me, by the way, today. If you've enjoyed so far, be sure to follow down below. We're definitely going to be doing more IndyCar watch-alongs. There's a few that clash with F1, but when they don't clash with F1, we'll be watching them. Time for work later. Have a good night. Copper notes. I'll catch you later, dude. Have a good day at work. Crazy time zones. Oh, yeah, so Newgarden just clapped it. Oh, you can put under full course yellow. Is everyone going to come in? Oh, this is going to be chaos if everyone comes in. Wait, so is pit lane closed until everyone catches? Is that how it works? Were Wolfies. Thank you guys for the follows. My entire face got burned yesterday in my cousin's softball game. Oh no. That is the worst. Surely everyone can go to the end now. Yeah, 30 laps should be able to go. And they'll go on the hards, right? Where you get posters from? I want to get one. Exclamation mark posters in chat. Use code Ponden20 for 20% off. What happened? There was a bit of debris on the track, so safety car came out. Everybody gets a free stop, so Newgarden's back on the leader's strat. So where he is now is where he's running, right? Well, these get 2 tires. Wait, so can you pit under full course yellow or not? And if you can, do you have to wait until everyone bunches up? Why did no one pit before? Yep, everyone is in. Oh, this is going to be chaos. Literally everyone's in. This is going to be crazy. Yeah, after a couple laps, close the video when it comes, right? Oh my god, it's going to be able to come out. Oh. Oh my god, chaos, chaos. Oh, Pillow's come out in front. Pillow's jumped Rosenquist in the pits. Yikes. Scott Dixon P3. What the fuck? What's happened to Pato? Wow. Pillow's leading. Okay, well, we know Rosenquist is quicker, so this is going to be an interesting last 30 laps. Did I just see Pato in like P12? What the fuck happened? No, I want P5. Damn, Honda. What tires have run on? Let me just see that. I'm assuming everyone's gone hard. Could the softs go 30 laps? Who died? No one died. There was just debris on the track. You got to drop down to 22nd from that. Yikes. Oh, here we go. Oh. That was close. Holy fuck, it's so dangerous. Wait, did someone get hit? I didn't see that. Yeah, IndyCar pit for the crazy.
Copy that. Still on green. Next time, still green. Next time, work on your temps here. I'll give you a number once we get going. Use whatever you need on the here. Right now, same on overtake as Scott in front of you.
Safety car coming this lap, you reckon?
136 in front of him. Pato, 3 ahead. Got 150. It's the first car in primaries. All the cars around you are on alternate.
Oh, Rosenquist needs to race Polo for the win now. This is going to be interesting. Got an Alex Polo fan. Shout out Alex Polo. Alright. 30 laps to go. Who's got this? Bro, I can't believe how many ads they run. On Fox. There we go. Restart. Safety car's in. Can Rosenquist get Polo back? Polo's pulled away quite nicely. Oh, Power and whoever that is going side by side. Oh, great move from Power. Is there ever taking assists in IndyCar? Yeah, this push to pass. Certain amount of battery they can only use once they've used it all, it's gone. Sorry, it's getting late here. Past midnight now. And we've been streaming for 10 hours today. Holy. Yeah, Willpower's been around for ages. Can I see the tire compounds? I want to see the tire compounds. Wait, so where did Dixon start? How is he into P3 now? I feel like they barely go on board in IndyCar. I love seeing the onboards, how good these cars race around the track like this. Is IndyCar afraid of onboard? Oh. Dixon rests in the car. Oh my god. Rosenquist dropped a second and a bit.
Okay, new fuel code number is 8080.
Rosenquist and Dixon both have 100 plus seconds of push to pass. There you go, you can see the top three's push to pass amount right now. Ooh, got 100 a bit seconds, excuse me. Oh, I see that now. So Power ran over Cal Collette's pit guy's legs. Is he okay? At first he looked okay, but then he grabbed his leg after. I think they're going to go to the end now, right? Can the softs go to the end?
Power behind.
You reckon there'll be a broken foot or ankle?
For a pit stop. So try to get 84 or better on fuel.
I was supposed to pass Schumacher. Okay, so Dixon's up 3. O'Ward's down 3. These guys are freaks. Just got ran over and doesn't make sure, doesn't stop. Make sure the pit stop gets done. Yeah, honestly. Just remember in 2018 with that, where F1 Kimi ran over that pit guy's leg. Yeah, that was really bad.
Blacks, just so you know. Him overtake is you.
Siegel's up 11? Wait, did Power get a pen? Oh shit. Sorry, I missed that. I guess that makes sense because he did run over someone's leg. How much was the pen? Yeah, Apollo's pulled 2 seconds. Damn. How do IndyCar fans feel about that? Him just winning from the pit lane. Boom.
Where we at?
Thanks, man. Thank you for the 5-month resub. With tier 3 again. You're too kind. You did not have to keep the tier 3 going. Or maybe you forgot. But thank you, dude. I really do appreciate the tier 3 sub. 5 months. Where we at? We are on lap 6, 7. Six, 8, guys. 6, 8. Don't worry. 6, 8, 9. Am I right? 6, 8, 9. No. 7. Oh, it's 7, 8, 9. Fuck. That's not. Yeah, but thanks, man. Thank you so much for the tier 3 for 5 months, dude. So is anything happening, or is this just even more boring than F1? Not much. I'm not gonna lie. Not much has really happened. Similar to St. Pete, but there's a lot more going on. But yeah, it's been a bit more dull than I thought. I can't wait to watch an oval, man. Oval's where it's at. Do you generally think hybrids ruins IndyCar? Well, not ruined IndyCar, but made IndyCar that much worse? Definitely not as noticeable as F1, but the racing definitely isn't as good as I thought it would be. I feel bad for Power, but the penalty is warranted. You cannot run over personnel. Yeah. They have onboards this weekend. Fox stream the first 10 laps, and then afterwards they stream onboards with live timings on YouTube for free. My car's a hybrid, so I'm basically an Indy F1 driver. Hell yeah. Never do that shit again. Why? The track is pretty boring though. I mean, yeah, it is a street circuit, so it's going to be hard to overtake. I love IndyCar though. Sorry, I love Long Beach though.
Police space here.
Yeah, so Delo will take championship lead after this. I use NordVPN Ultrasoft. I don't know about any other VPNs. I'm having a mimosa right now. Hell yeah. I've been on the inside of the hairpin with press credentials. You can reach out and touch the car. God damn. Did you touch one? You better have. Otherwise, I'll be very disappointed. Alright guys, 20 laps to go. Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet race, but obviously we will continue watching for the last 20 laps. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to refill my drink. Ow. If they come into the corner that fast, then you try to touch it, your hands will be cut off completely. I would not recommend. Surprised that you stream this. F1 would never. Well, this is a free broadcast that Fox do to entice you to buy the full broadcast. Lundgaard down the inside of Schumacher. Gets it done. Beautiful move. I'll say there's Newgarden, not Lundgaard. Dad, are you still watching right now? It sucks knowing that so many people are watching IndyCar for the first time, and then we kind of get a dull race like this. Like, IndyCar is normally so good. To be fair, the 2 races I've watched this year were street circuits, so... But I guess that was good. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't get to watch it. Watch the highlights tomorrow, though. I remember in 2024 during the Detroit race, good lord, what a debacle that was. Like, insane. Only one retirement, though. These cars are very reliable, yeah? $17 to go. This car's killed your eardrums. I can't wait to have these in real life one day. What's up, Kadurk? What's it gonna do? Yo, Benson Boone. Homer Simpson. Simpson and Foster about to crash. To be fair, they both look like crashes. Good job, really good name. Hey, rest of your name? I have no clue. I just saw Kadurk and I went with it. It's IndyCar V8, V6, 2.2 liter. I sound so professional saying that because I read it in chat before. Wow, Alex has pulled away. Wow, one of the tracks Pillow hasn't won. What tracks hasn't Pillow won in IndyCar yet? So this is one of them. Probably not for long though. Ovals? Yeah, which ones though? On the current calendar. What track's on the current calendar that hasn't he won? Claire Russell. Leclerc. So, live championship. Below would take the lead. Kirk would go down to P2. Malukas P3. Pato P4. That's on DC. Well, that's because it's first year DC. It's on the calendar. Ovals. All except one. Wow. Oh, all ovals except one, I see. Which oval do you win? Indy, right? Lol. Why is he sucking ovals then, huh? One year I almost got my foot crushed into it. There's a crash there, and for some reason there was a cap between barrier. Sidewalk curb, and my foot was there when leaning into the photo hole. Oh. I hate having to be quiet, man, but... Oh! Simpson gets it on Foster. Buchanan overtook Rasmussen? I don't think they showed that, no. It seems more boring than Japan F2. It's been pretty quiet. Oh, they're battling, they're battling. Benson Boone and Homer Simpson going at it. And Hauger passed. Who am I watching right now, actually? Who am I watching? Yeah, Simpson. Yeah, that was Foster dropping. Yeah, now BK is there, yeah. Here we go. BK. Gonna get past Foster as well. That's it done. We've just lost commentary. Elijah. David the Bullock. Shumi's on sauce, so he's trying. Wait, so everyone's on hards and he's on sauce? Maybe he's trying to conserve. Garden on Foster as well. Gets it done. Dude, what happened to Foster? He just fell off. He just lost like 5 positions. A little bit more interesting on the broadcast. No, I'm watching the broadcast. I've just got the onboards on the stream for people to watch who aren't got the broadcast up.
Overtake. Hold on, overtake. Off.
What is Indy 500? I actually don't know.
3 holding, all good.
Someone, Sunrai put in chat before. May 24th. Is that the week? I think that's the week. Yeah, the week after Nürburgring 24 hours. Oh my god, we've got a big month of streams. In May, we have got Miami Grand Prix, Indianapolis Road Course and WEC 6 hours, Nürburgring 24 hours and Forza Horizon 6 release, Canadian Grand Prix and Indy 500. And IndyCar Detroit.
Good space.
WEC was announced, damn. I'm looking forward to watching the highlights tomorrow then. Yeah, it's F1 Miami in Canada in May. As well as 2 F2 rounds and an F1 Academy round. Good for our Le Mans finish with Superbikes. Wait, Superbikes do Le Mans? My eyes are dying after being here all day. What kind of engines IndyCar series using? V6 2.2 liters. How's it going? Killer above on the stream, dude. Okay, I feel like I've memorized the IndyCar engine now. What's the F1 engine? V6 1.1 hybrid.
Gray 5.
V6 1.1 liter hybrid. Yeah, Plo's absolutely dominated after the pit stop.
Gray 5, map 4, green 1.
So F1 is a 1.6 liter V6 hybrid. Well, on to be Indy 500. No, it clashes with Canada, so I doubt it. Would have been announced by now, so. As well as the Max Verstappen of IndyCar, for sure. You seen the new downforce wings on the MotoGP race bikes? I have not. Yeah, Indy has like qualifying the week before and then like heats of practice sessions. Lachlan's been very quiet this race. To be fair, everyone's kind of been quiet. 8 laps to go. Lap count down in the bottom left of the screen. Yeah, I did. No clue. I'm going to upload a reaction to that on socials at some point. I'm going to lock the short form clips next week. So what's turned around for Malukas? Did he move teams, or has he just had a big turnaround to be in the contention now, or in the top 3 of the championship?
12's on. Still on.
They really love zooming out of the Dolphins' mouth, don't they?
Still 5, 4, all good.
Well, here's Rossi. On the back of Ray Hall. He was a rookie last year, and then Will Power left Penske. Where did Will Power go? Damn, Rossi closing quick on Ray Hall.
Goes 40 now. Goes 40.
Andretti.
But no overtake.
Power went to Andretti, right? India's worse than I remember. Yeah, this is a shame. This is a shame. This is a very quiet race. At least St. Pete had some stuff going on. But that was also quiet. What's the next IndyCar race? Detroit, right? I know next is Indianapolis, not Indy 500, the road course. That will be good. It's supposed to be a good track. I mean, Long Beach is an amazing track. I wouldn't say it's meant to be good for racing because it's a street circuit, but it's a great track. It's just a really fun track to drive and watch, I guess is the best way to put it. What track is fun to watch? You say this track is amazing to watch. Like maybe the racing isn't good, but like seeing cars get so close to the walls and so sick. I love like the palm trees, the weather, just a vibe. Then the race was okay. I'm looking forward to watching the highlights. Then everyone's raving about this WEC race. IMSA doesn't have a free stream to watch, no. I think they do some onboards, but IndyCar race in Miami, no. Miami is just F1 and Formula E. And F1 Academy and F2. And I think, what, Ferrari GT World Challenge is going there as well or something. IndyCar race in Miami, they would overtake on the long straight. There's streams on YouTube, not in the UK. Sorry, it's geo-blocked, not outside of America. It's geo-blocked to non-American. It's geo-blocked so Americans can't watch, they have to pay for it. So if I streamed IMSA, then I'd basically be restreaming paid footage. Whereas this is free to watch. Anyone can watch this. If it wasn't her to come into the F1, is any other IndyCar drivers? Pillow, for sure. All Kirkwood's closing on Dixon. This would be big for his championship points, but also to get him on the podium. When that ever stop you? What's the difference between free footage that's being geo-blocked and paid footage that's being geo-blocked? Well, below had that whole drama with McLaren. Dixon, Kirkwood has 62 more seconds of push to pass. Surely he dumps it all now. Surely he dumps it all. How long is a lap here? Kirkwood's got over a lap of push to pass, right? Oh no, wait, yeah, so he's got a whole lap of push to pass. Dump some, bro. But the thing is, Dixon's getting slipstream on Rosenquist. Or is he getting dirty out? We need a permanent push to pass graphic on the stream. There we go. Why are they only showing 2 drivers? Show everyone's. Kirk was limited on fuel. Really? Or he just used 4 seconds. But what do you mean he's limited on fuel? Why would he be limited on fuel? There was a safety car. Oh, well, sorry, I'm dumb. he could have underfueled on the pit stop. Oh, he's close. He's close. Surely he dumps his. Surely he dumps it. And how would using push to pass affect his fuel? Has there been on any track overtakes? Yeah, there's been quite a few. That amazing one from Garden comes to mind. If Max did this for 5 years, you think he'd get top 3 in the championship? Yeah, I think so. And that's not me underestimating IndyCar drivers. I just think if Max committed to IndyCar for 5 years, I think he'd get a championship. I mean, Palou struggles on the ovals, so Max will probably struggle on the ovals too, but turbo push to pass is done by increasing the turbo boost, so it uses more fuel. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, that's a shame. He had so much and didn't get to use it all. Well, final lap. Palou's going to get the dub. Not able to get past Rosenquist on the first stint, and then boom, full course yellow comes out, and he does it in the pit. Nah, Kirkwood wasn't able to do it. Oh, he's close though. Look at him. Last corner. Hairpin move. Hairpin move. Late dive. Late dive. Nope. Spillo gets the dub. His first time winning in Long Beach. And takes the championship lead in 2026. Rosenquist P2. Unlucky with the pit stop. And Dixon P3. Up 3 positions. Oh, who's this? Big race here for P13. There's a yellow for debris. Oh my god, what just happened now? Oh my god. So Kirkwood P4, O'Ward P5, McLaughlin P6, Malukas 7, Rahal 8, Rossi P9, Simpson 10, Hauger P11, highest of the rookies, Siegel P12, BK P13, Buchanan P14, Rasmussen P15, Foster P18. And that is it for Long Beach. Yeah, that's the second IndyCar race, non-Indy 500, that I've watched. And both races weren't as entertaining as I thought IndyCar would be, but both for street circuits. St. Pete had a lot going on, but not much really happened on track. This race had not much going on and not much happening on track. So I enjoyed it. I love that I can do watch-alongs with the onboard footage, with the broadcast on the side. It makes it way more engaging for you guys. It gives me an extra thing to watch. But yeah, we'll watch the celebrations. Actually, I think they cut the celebrations on Sky Sports, don't they? We'll see how much we can watch. But thank you guys all for tuning on in today. I really do appreciate it. Sorry I had to be a bit more quieter because obviously it's 1 a.m. here. And I've already been streaming for 8 hours today, 10.5 hours total now. So the energy is low, but still really, really enjoyed watching IndyCar. I love IndyCar so much. But hopefully the next one I watch is a bit more exciting. This is great, no track action. Yeah, it's kind of tough. How many laps to the end? It's finished now. Living Tech just wrapped on up. Is IndyCar race in Texas? Yeah. I think they just raced in Texas, right? Arlington? Max Verstappen's overtakes today were insane. Yeah, I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to edit the short form of that. I think Chris has also got a cook up a second channel videos to keep you guys built for that. I love that, how they just drive onto the podium, dude. Like, oh, it's so good. Alright, that is it for the onboards. Watch the celebrations on this screen for a second. Oh, are they just blasting music on you guys right now? Let's watch these celebrations. Hell yeah, brother. Look how poo the quality is that I've been watching this whole stream on. It's actually so bad. Alright. Let me go full screen while we watch these celebrations to end. How does IndyCar work? So they drive the car up, they hop on top of the car, confetti goes off, then what? Interviews? Then podium? How does it work? That's literally what? That is literally £30 a month. Why did I show you? Can you believe that? Then you can pay extra £7 a month for better quality, but I don't think it does anything. It didn't do anything for me when I bought it. Voo! Thank you for the follow. Please don't watch the Freedom 250 race. I mean, I'm a motorsport fan, so I'm going to watch it regardless of the country and the race and all that crap, even though I don't agree with the way that race has been handled, but I think it clashes with F1 anyway. What? Anyone know when it is? Fuck. August 22nd to 23rd. Oh, I haven't got on my calendar yet. Clashes with Dutch Grand Prix, so I probably won't watch it anyway. Third win this season, first time at Long Beach. Is it worth watching the podium, or is it not worth really watching an IndyCar? I feel like it's not worth. The video promoting the race is cringe. Wait, I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, wait, what's Rose and Chris got to say? Alright, actually, I think I will wrap it up there because I'm boiling hot and yeah, I'll watch the podium in the background. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up the stream for today. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to end it there. Be sure to join us on Twitch. We're always live on Twitch doing different stuff. A lot more pre-race build-up and stuff like that on Twitch. If you haven't already, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. Yeah, thank you guys all for joining me for IndyCar today. Really do appreciate it. The second race we've watched, I'm sad that I missed the other three because I love IndyCar so much. But yeah, it just clashed with F1 and other stuff. But we will be live for IndyCar again in a couple weeks' time for the Indianapolis Grand Prix. And the Indy 500, so be sure to tune on in for those. Yeah, YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below. Be sure to like if you haven't already. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.